it's Brittany from Coffee Planner Mom, and I am here today to plan out a recipe spread. I'm really excited. This is a recipe that my kids and I just tried out on Friday, as of the day I'm filming this, which hopefully this goes up this week. But it's Christmas time and cookies, because Christmas. So these are actually gingerbread men cookies. Oh my gosh, so excited. So the pen that I just used is my Papermate Inkjoy gel pen in a 0.7 tip. I use this to title all of the recipes in this planner, and then for the actual contents of the recipe, I'll be switching to a Simply Gilded gel pen. It is a 0.5 ink, gel ink, 0.5 tip. All of these pens came from her sub boxes. They're all the same, just the barrels are different. So you may see this one, you may see some other pen. So as I said, we did make this the other day, and we got probably about 4 dozen cookies. But what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and get the ingredients down. I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate this, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything written out first. If I change my mind as I'm writing, I will come back, but what I like to do is cut away and fill everything in, because yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll get the ingredients down and I'll come back and read them back to you. All right, so I have all of the ingredients written down. So there's 11 ingredients total. So I put 6 on this side, 5 on this side. We have, anytime you see one of my recipes, capital C's are cups, lowercase t's are teaspoons, and capital T's are tablespoons. So we have 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of dark corn syrup, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of cloves, teaspoon of ginger, 2 eggs beaten, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, 5 cups of flour, and a teaspoon of baking soda. So here is the thing about decorating this spread. I'm torn, because like I like to try to decorate using colors that go with the recipe. So this is actually on the back of the peanut butter blossoms. So I used browns, but then I also used this sweater pattern washi from Simply Gilded. And I use the browns because it's peanut butter is brown. So that's why I went with that. And I was going to use browns again over here. And I even pulled out this, I've got plenty of pretty washi, but this is obviously a Christmas recipe. So I'm really torn because I have these, but how bad would it be to mix buffalo plaid and like this neutral color? I don't know, I kind of am liking it. Dare I say it? I do kind of like it. So these are from the Blush Baby collection from Simply Gilded. These are the other colors that came in the set. I think that might actually look good. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do the sweater pattern, because like I said, I did it on the spread immediately before this, and I just used the sweater washi on the pasta fagioli soup I did not that long ago. So I'm gonna go with these colors. I'm gonna hold off on the actual decorating for just a few minutes. I'm going to get this down. I do have out these bullets from my shop. My shop is coffeeplannermom.com. This is actually the Thanksgiving colorway. I had an extra sheet of these, so the browns I think are just going to be perfect for this. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm going to use a bullet icon for each prep step, and I'll probably go with this brown because it really looks like gingerbread. So that is what I'm going to do. And again, like I said, I will go ahead and get all of the writing down, and then I will come back after I have that finished to explain what it says, and then we can get on with the actual decorating. All right, so I have all of the prep steps written in. We have, in a large saucepan, combine butter, sugar, corn syrup, and spices, so the cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. Bring to a boil, stirring constantly. Remove from heat and allow to cool to lukewarm. Lukewarm. Awesome, Brittany. Stir in eggs and vinegar, combine flour and baking soda, and stir into mixture. Cover and refrigerate an hour or two. You just want to make sure that like you can handle the dough. Lightly flour surface and roll dough to a 1/4 inch thick. Cut with floured cookie cutters. Place on greased baking sheet 2 inches apart. Now, here's the thing. We got about 4 dozen cookies out of this. The original recipe says that you can get 6 dozen. I mean, like, if you are like professional level rolling and cutting, maybe you can get 6 dozen. But I think that the more realistic number, especially because I had all 3 of my kids helping. My kids are 12, 8, and 6. So we were all trying to do this together. They each had their own cookie cutters and everything. So obviously the cookie cutters are different sizes. So it really depends on how big your cutters are. But I'm going to say somewhere between 4 and 5 dozen. So you get a lot of cookies out of this. Do I even bother putting main ingredients? No, I don't. Okay. 3 dozen for those peanut butter blossoms. That doesn't sound right. Did I have that recipe? I must have halved the recipe, because usually when I do those peanut butter blossoms, every other year I've ended up with like a ridiculous number. I'll have to go back and watch that video. Yeah, I said that. Awesome. All right, difficulty. I mean, it's okay. It's not like too difficult, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of steps to it. Like, you have to make sure that you like are using the stove, and that you are, like I said, you have to be constantly stirring because you don't want that mixture to burn. You need to be able to roll out the dough. I'm kind of torn on between giving this a 3 and a 4. I think I'm going to... All right, I just looked to see what I gave my rolled out sugar cookies, like my cookie cutter sugar cookies. I gave that one a 3. So this one's a little bit more difficult because of the stove. So I am going to give this one a 4. But like I said, I mean, like, for the most part, like, I was able to have my 12-year-old sort of doing the saucepan, like the stovetop part. She wasn't quite the best. She did make a mess and everything. She was flying out of the pot. But she kind of managed to do that herself. But I still think that 4 is a good number. All right, so prep time. I don't know. I think maybe. So here's the thing. Do I want to include that hour-long prep? I feel like I probably should. So I'm going to say that the prep time is 1 hour and 15 minutes, because it takes about 15 minutes to get this part all done, like the melting and everything. Although actually I probably should have thought about the fact that you have to roll this out. So, you know, let's just increase it. Let's say 1 hour 45, because I can easily turn that into that 1 into a 4. Because like I said, you have to also be able to roll everything out and get it all done. The cook time is 8 to 10 minutes. I initially set it to 7 minutes so I could check on it, and the first batch was done at 7. The second batch I set to 7, and they were like almost burnt. So I'm actually going to put down 6 to 10 minutes, which for cookies is a huge difference. But that's what happened. So temperature is 350 degrees. And I feel like I had notes that I wanted to put down, but I'm not really sure. Obviously you can decorate these gingerbread men and gingerbread cookies, but I don't know, I don't think I'm going to put anything else down. So let's get to decorating. So I want to use the buffalo plaid because it's very Christmassy. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it up here at the top. Is that fur? There's like dog fur everywhere. I love Pepper, but man, she sheds. So Pepper's the dog. In case me saying dog fur didn't clue you in. I really hope that I don't regret combining these different colors. I want to have the colors. Oh, I didn't lay that down straight. It's hanging off the page ever so slightly. It's probably going to end up catching on stuff. Okay, that worked. All right, so I've got that buffalo plaid down, and yeah, I kind of really like this one. So I think I'm going to use this. And this is one of my favorite ways to decorate. I had to look for where my washi, my Fiskars blade was. Definitely need it for this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tear the washi so that it's in line with these lines. Although no, I'm going to tear it so it's in line with the box, because they are not the same. And then I've got this. So what I'm going to do, this is my Fiskars blade. I like this one because I can wear it on my fingers, so I feel like it gives me better control. So we're going to slice that off. Now, I covered up ingredients, which is what I wanted to do. In case you're new to my channel, this is something I do on a regular basis on these pages in this planner. I'm taking my blade now and I am slicing the outline of the ingredients box. And then I'm going to lift it up. And I might need to use a little undo because sometimes washi can be a little bit tackier. That, like, each roll of washi is very unique. So some are tacky, some are not. And I'm right now just trying to wiggle my blade in underneath everywhere that I have cut, just so that I can get, there we go. Just get a grip on it, and I'm peeling it up. Perfect. Mostly perfect. And now it just looks like I had put, like, the ingredients was a sticker over top of it. So, and that's why I didn't want to use the buffalo plaid for that, because since it is black, I wouldn't be able to see. So, we're going to do the same thing over here. All right, so I'm done. I do want to show you that I've got washi stuck to my finger, because that is just kind of what happens when you, and this one's actually, so what I did over here is I used my Fiskars blade to cut out the punch, because I didn't see a point in getting out my big disc punch for one. So I hand cut it, like I fussy cut it myself, but then I couldn't get it off my finger, and I just gave up and just kept going with it stuck to my finger. So if you're not familiar, washi tape is my absolute favorite way to decorate my recipe spread, because it helps to make sure that I keep this spread functional, but it brings in pretty decoration wherever I have space, because honestly, the places that I had space, I wouldn't have been able to use any sort of decorative stickers, like, you know, boxes and whatnot. So this is what works for me. Very simple and straightforward, very easy to read, because I am not the only one who uses the recipe planner. My husband uses it just as much as I do, if not more. So I need to make sure that I keep it easy and functional. So yeah, this is an amazing gingerbread man cookie recipe. If you are looking for a recipe that you can do for 2020's Christmas season, I highly recommend this. My kids absolutely loved it. It was our first time making it, and it was really easy to follow along with the recipe. So that's why I wanted to make sure that it went into the recipe planner so that we can make this year in and year out for the holidays. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on any of my other videos. If you press the bell icon, it'll actually give you pop-up notifications so that you'll know as soon as my videos go live. And be sure to be following me over on Instagram. Over there, I'm at Coffee Planner Mom. I have a highlight reel with my PR team, and they have codes as well as special freebies that are individualized to them if you wanted to pick up any of the stickers from my shop at a discount. And I think that's just about it. So I will talk to you all later.